Greetings, nature lovers. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey into the world of wild battle, where animals fight for dominance and engage in thrilling hunts. A brave turtle faces a pack of fearful cows. I've seen many videos of cows being curious and cowardly at the same time. This won't even be a battle, but just a funny episode with a turtle and cows who couldn't figure out what a live rock was doing in their pasture. The white cow gets the first bite on the nose. It bounces back in fright and runs away. Curiosity only grows after this, but no one else risks approaching. The bravest was a little calf. It came up as if nothing had happened and started sniffing the evil turtle. There was no need to wait for a bite in the nose, and then you see yourself and the scared cow scattering the whole herd. Despite the seemingly clumsy nature of baboons, they are excellent at catching flamingos. In front of you is a massive flock that just doesn't seem to have enough time to take off. It's all about the unexpected attack of the baboon, which is an omnivore, just like humans. They are active and inquisitive monkeys that live in a social environment. Their pack consists of 50 to 80 monkeys. Their relationships are based on the primacy of males and a few females. Among the animal foods, most are snails, fish, birds, and insects, as well as lizards, mice, and other small rodents. Lions versus hyenas. Two of the most formidable forces on the vast African savanna live in families, which allows them to hunt the largest prey. Together, they manage to slaughter not only large antelope, but even the formidable buffalo. Their feud has lasted for thousands of years, but so far, neither side has managed to win. The reason is that lions and hyenas live in the same area, and they share a common food base. Interestingly, hyenas have significantly higher biting power than lions, and their teeth are stronger so that they can bite through any bone. As always, the battle is for food. It's clear that a one-on-one lion can defeat any hyena, but it's all about numbers, and against a hungry and nimble pack, even a few lions can't resist. Next comes the battle of the eternal enemies. 3 lionesses in front of a crowd of hungry and wild hyenas. The fight is, as always, over the prey that the hyenas want to brazenly take from the lions. The lionesses fiercely defend their dinner, but I'm uncertain whether they could hold out much longer because the nimble hyenas outnumber them by several times, and the hyenas have a much stronger bite. Even giraffe bones can be bitten off with their jaws. It's good that a big male lion came to the rescue, scaring away all the hyenas just by looking at them. Next is a slightly funny pigeon incident that took place in St. James Park in London, where the pelicans reside. One of the pelicans was starving and decided to eat a pigeon. Pelicans sometimes eat small birds, but they can even swallow a whole duck or a large fish. In our case, the meal was a success. The pigeon had almost no chance to get out. All of this was happening in front of a crowd of visitors who cheered the pigeon on in every way possible, yelling, "Get out!" But it never heeded their hints. One of the onlookers was 44-year-old photographer Paul, who captured the drama. According to him, after eating one pigeon, the pelican caught another and did the same to it. Eyewitnesses filmed how the bear managed to catch a large wild boar, but it didn't know what to do with it. It just bit it by the mane. Brown bears are omnivores, and apart from berries and mushrooms, they like meat very much. The poor boar was very lucky. The bear was scared away by people, and it quickly escaped into the forest. Horse versus crocodile. It's unclear to me why the crocodile caused such aggression to the horse. Perhaps because he got too close to his herd. The black stallion furiously pounced on the peacefully resting crocodile and began trampling on it with its hooves. The shocked crocodile immediately ran to the water, but after a second attempted attack, it still bit the horse's leg. That was the end of their fight, but I think the stallion was very lucky because it could have been much worse. Orcas never tire of distinguishing and surprising with their intelligence and cleverness. Scientists from the research center observed orcas in western Antarctica. If a seal is hiding on an ice floe, and thus is out of the predator's reach, several orcas attack this rookery, creating powerful waves that either wash away the victim or split the ice floe itself. As soon as the seal is in the water, the animals in the whole gang try to eat it, but the nimble seal manages to climb back up. In total, zoologists observed 14 attacks, in 12 of which orcas adopted the tactics of killer waves. Reports of similar killer whale tricks have appeared before, but they were rare and isolated observations. The biggest and most formidable of the big cats is the tiger. Adult Amur tigers reach 3.5 meters in length and can weigh over 300 kilograms. It can kill a horse with one swing of its paw. As a rule, a tiger is groomed by a single male during the breeding season. But when the number of males is high, fights for the right to possess a female may occur. It seems that this deadly battle is fought over the tigress. It is the wildlife. The strongest wins, because this is the only way for the offspring to get the best genes. Lion versus leopard. Obviously, fights and battles between these predators are only possible for food, and in some cases, for territory. The weight of the leopard is 60 to 80 kilograms, so the lion can outweigh it by 3 times. The outcome of the clash is predictable, so leopards usually have to flee, and the lions act very carefully when clashing with leopards, not trying to kill, but only to chase away the unwanted guest. This fight looks very unusual and clumsy, but clashes between giraffes for leadership in the family group are very common. Giraffes fight through neck and head blows. The fight can last quite a long time, and sometimes there are even injuries, falls, and even a knockout. And also in the fight, giraffes never use prohibited blows, and only a real enemy who threatens its life can get a hoof. The Mangust versus the Cobra. Because of its uncommonness in the form of hunting poisonous snakes, mongooses are very much loved in India and are very frequently kept as pets. For the local population, the value of the mongoose is not so much in value as a kind of guardian of the human dwelling from various kinds of snakes. As you can see, the cobra immediately rose to the attack stance, all the time keeping the enemy in front, because if it even for a second turns away, it will immediately grab for the head of the nimble mongoose. There is a myth that the mongoose is not afraid of cobra venom, but it has virtually no immunity. If the snake bites it, it can die. In our case, the cobra was more nimble and managed to bite it right on the nose, and that was the end of their fight. The fate of this brave mongoose is unknown. Thank you for your time and interest in our videos on Wild Battle. To keep the adrenaline flowing, subscribe to our channel and leave a comment sharing your favorite moments from the animal battles, duels, and hunting scenes.